I'm restoring this 60-year-old car so that I can drive it to prom. Now, the mission might sound simple, but the time frame is not. I've got 9 days left until the day of prom, and in that time frame, I have 3 objectives. Objective number 1 is just to be a better mechanic. Objective number 2 is to see if anyone will actually want to ride with me in this thing to prom, because right now it's still pretty funky. Then objective number 3 is to get the big thumbs up from Poppy.
I'm proud of you, son.
Dad and I are working on this thing together, so yeah, let's see how it goes. Like I was saying, in between the last video, we put on the old steel wheels and tires, so that way we can just get it rolling and moving. And then we did a few simple things like put on the plug wires, we actually put in some spark plugs and new distributor cap, and also put the air filter and the housing and everything back on. We patched the exhaust as good as we could do. I feel like I'm getting blinded by the sun right now. But anyway, I just wanted to catch you guys up a little bit. And right now, today, we're gonna be doing a little bit of cleaning because this thing is looking pretty rough. So I reckon, let's get to it. So as you guys can see, we've definitely got some spider webs and whatever these things are. It looks like toxic, poisonous, deadly. So yeah, right now we're gonna try and clean up all these door jams and get everything out of here. And as you guys can tell, we've got some more over here on the inside of the door. I don't even know if I wanna know what's underneath these floor mats. Well, actually not too bad. A little bit of mouse feces. The seats could always use a good wipe down. We've got some cobwebs and dirt and dust collecting over probably the last 5 years. But yeah, overall not terrible, but I reckon that we should get to it. Here's the before. Let's get into a cleaning montage and I'll show you guys the after. Got some bullets. Wonder how old those are. Battery's almost dead. Sorry, future Elijah, it's gonna be a pain. So, right now we've got a bucket of soap and water. That way, just to kind of clean out these door jams, like I was saying, I kind of vacuumed up all these cobwebs and spider webs and stuff. I'm just gonna try and wipe that down, and it'll kind of bring back the paint how it was, kind of like when it was brand new. Safety first, I had to put on my gloves so I wouldn't mess up my hands and dry them out. Well guys, as you can tell, the sun is a little bit lower, but we actually finished up these door panels, pretty much finished up the inside of these doors and everything, and it's not quite perfect yet. There's obviously some dirt still stuck in here. I actually kind of stopped halfway to go grab some dinner. So at least for right now, I think I'm gonna put a halt to clean up the inside, and maybe we'll start cleaning up this outside because we actually want to be able to make this thing shine, buff it and everything like that. And right now, there's still some dirt on it, so I'm gonna be able to hand wash it. I've got a mitt and everything and some water and soap, and hopefully do it before the sun goes down. I always like to do it when it's a little bit cooler outside and everything like that and the sun's not beating on it, so it will be able to dry a little bit better. Ouch. But I didn't quite get as far as I'd like to. We can see that still some hose and trash and everything like that, and a lot of dirt and mouse feces. So right now I've got my bucket for cleaning, and I've got some of the car wash that's just sitting in the shop that we use for everything. It's actually quite bubbly, as you guys can tell. They're having a whole lot of fun, so hopefully it's at least that fun. That's the goal for cleaning this up, is have at least that much fun. So yeah, the sun is setting fast, so let's see how far we can go. This is the before. Let's get to cleaning and I'll show you guys the after. I don't really know how much I'm supposed to do. I'm just guessing. Woo! That water is chilly. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm gonna try and hand wash it and hopefully I have enough time. Oh boy, the sun is setting fast. Probably don't need this. I'm actually just gonna get my sleeves all wet. But seriously, I need to make up my mind. Let's get to it. Spray it down and move to the next panel. All right, now I probably should start on the roof since that's the highest point from here, and that way we don't just start down here and then have all the soap and nasty stuff run right back down and get everything dirty. Might have to go grab a bench, hold on. Let's say with this water on here, it does shine quite good. I'm not gonna touch that windshield. I lied, I've gotta wash the glass. I'm already right here doing it. It's not gonna look perfect. I'm gonna take some window cleaner afterwards and get it all cleaned up, but yeah, might as well clean it. I'm right here. I know, well, it might get dark, but life happens. Alrighty, on to the driver's side. Also, monster will get you. Ah! Alright, well, it's kind of getting extremely dark, but I need to finish up the hood and then the other side. You know, guys, I'm finally getting the driver's side, but I'm gonna need a light. I mean, it's dark out here, basically. Here comes the cavalry. Got some of that green stuff still on there from that mitt. It tore it up a little bit and it hasn't come off. Hold on, guys, I have to respray the hood. All right, guys, that should be good. Let's get to it. Well, guys, it is late. It is time for my bedtime. But before I do that, here's the before and here's the after. Anyway, with all that, the car is clean. The inside is had a little bit of work done to it, but I am definitely going home getting rest, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's the next day, and today we've got a whole bunch to work on in the interior of this car. Well, for one, we're gonna have to definitely clean the windshield inside and out, and also all the windows, because I didn't exactly get them all when I washed them. And also the inside has all this fog and haze, and I don't know what else that's got going on there. But yeah, we definitely got these good yesterday. Everything's cleaned up. We have a little bit of rust just right over here, but really not too bad. But I think I'm just gonna probably try and wipe down these seats with some soap and water, hopefully. This one's actually kind of cracked. We're probably just gonna put a blanket over it for now until I can get it reupholstered. Then obviously these floor mats are absolutely disgusting. So maybe we can pressure wash them and bring them back to life. But if not, maybe we'll just get some rubber floor mats to do for what we got for right now, at least, until I can get something a little bit more fancy. And then same thing back here, just kind of wipe down this seat, clean up the interior, take out the floor mats down here, and just take them out, pressure wash them, and throw away any trash. But yeah, we're definitely gonna wanna wipe down this dash too, because it's looking pretty funky and the sun is eating it up, so I don't know if we'll be able to bring it back to life very well, but you know, we can try. Well guys, Dad just called me. I got my wrenches and I got some penetrating oil. I think we're trying to get the distributor off of the other car that I bought. So yeah, forgot to tell you guys, but I actually bought a second car, and this one probably has the distributor I need on it, and that one probably has some parts that we need off of it. So right now we're gonna try and get off the distributor. Is this a vacuum line? Mm-hmm. So right now on my car inside of the shop, that vacuum line is pretty much the only thing holding tension on this distributor to actually hold it together, because it's cracked right here where it comes together down here. So we're hoping this one will be okay. We can pull it out and swap them. Well, that one's a whole lot more free than mine is. So they go all the way down to like the crankshaft, crankcase, the distributor? The cam?
The cam runs that. The bottom of this runs the oil pump.
Okay.
See that hex in the end?
Yeah.
In the end.
Oh yeah, here.
It runs the shaft, it runs the oil pump. So the cam turns this, turns the stripper and the oil pump.
The crankshaft is above the camshaft, right?
Below.
Below it? Do you want these plug wire pieces?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do.
So I'm gonna pop the hood on my car. Well, the spring's messed up, so hold on. Anyway, get this open. As you guys can see right here, someone put in a different kind of screw and everything, because this piece right here is actually broken. This is pretty much the only thing holding tension on it to keep it, the vacuum and everything in here. Otherwise it would just all leak out because it's cracked. So we're hoping we can pull this out and swap out the distributor that we just got down there off the other car. It's not gonna leak vacuum? Yeah, but I thought the vacuum had to run to here.
See that diaphragm?
Yeah.
Vacuum pulls on that diaphragm, which pulls this rod.
Okay.
See that rod?
Yes.
So when them are broke, that you can just move the rod and it's changing the power.
Oh, so it still has vacuum, but it can't move these how it should.
It's working, it's just
that
this
rod down
moving.
Here. Yeah, you don't want that to move. So right now we've got the distributor over by the parts washer, but we can't get everything wet inside of here. So what we're gonna do is, at least on this outside and everything, spray it with some brake clean and take some of these brushes and try and get everything cleaned up so we can stick it back in the car. don't mess with any of the stuff on the inside, right? Just this outside shaft. Put on some gloves for safety while spraying this brake clean so my hands don't absolutely get eaten up. At least that's the hope anyway. Well, here's the before. You guys can tell that this is all pretty greasy, especially down here and everything. So yeah, let's get to cleaning and I'll show you guys the after. Get brake clean in my eyes if I keep on up with this, spraying this stuff and splashing in my face. I need more rags.
Is it that bad?
Some of this stuff won't really come off, no. Well, we've got quite the brake clean mess, but yeah, this is all clean. Here's the before, and here's the after. Well, Dad just got the distributor out. As you guys can see, it's the old funky one, but the issue is that inside of where the distributor is, oh yeah,
This was the issue.
That's part of our issue.
That was the issue.
But it wouldn't turn though, would it?
See how the breaker plate turns?
Yeah.
That's how this adjusts the timing.
Testing.
Vacuum pulls on this.
Yeah.
So that's why the timing wouldn't sit still, because this is broke.
But I thought you couldn't rotate this inside the.
Well, that was stuck.
Yeah, so it was stuck and this was broken.
Yep.
So that was our issue. So we decided to get the distributor off of our parts car.
Yeah, it should turn like this.
And yeah, a whole lot more free. That way you can change the timing of the car so it'll run a whole lot better. So anyway, we've actually got our John Deere 8R tractor in the shop, so I'm gonna be working on that. Dad's gonna be finished setting the points and put on the condenser and everything and distributor, so I'll set up a time lapse. But first, these are the points right here. You can tell each one of these notches, there's 8 of them because it's an 8-cylinder engine. And so anyway, these points, they open and close every time it goes around this thing to give spark to one of the spark plugs through the plug wires, and that way you have spark and your engine runs. So yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. So I'll set up a time lapse and I'm gonna go work on the tractor. So guys, as you guys can see, I just finished up the tractor. We got that out of here and we changed all the oil and did all the maintenance stuff on it. Dad actually, he's got the distributor all in, got the timing hopefully set correctly. The timing mark and everything was kind of messed up, so we kind of had to time it by ear. So we got everything hooked back up and ready to go. And then kind of what I've been waiting to do all day is to hopefully get this car in a little bit better shape and clean it up some, because we have a lot of nasty stuff sitting on top of these floor mats. So I'm just gonna pull those out, and the carpet's looking pretty rough, so I'm probably gonna have to hopefully pressure wash them like I was saying and clean them up and see what happens. Here's the before of the interior. Let's get to cleaning and I'll show you guys the after. Dad, can you help me pull this floor mat up?
It says wet.
Oh no, so is this side. So Dad and I just got the floor mat out of here, and I'm gonna try and vacuum all this stuff up and hopefully just kind of let it sit and dry, because like Dad was saying, it's damp and everything in there from just sitting outside, and also me just washing it and pressure washing it and everything like that. But yeah, I guess that means I need to grab a vacuum. That was the best that vacuum's ever sounded. Usually when it cuts off, it's like, I think this is a penny, but like from ancient times. Oh, never mind, it's not a penny. It looked just like a penny though. All right, well, I kind of tidied up the front with the vacuum. I'm just gonna pull out some of this, some kind of hose. Probably, I have one just like it. I guess it probably is the one that came out of the defroster in the front. So it connect from the heater core to the defroster, but as you can tell, it is no longer doing its purpose. So I have to get a new one. But honestly, these floor mats really aren't in too bad a shape for being, they're probably at least 60 years old, because I'm pretty sure they're Ford floor mats because they match the car. We got aftermarket seat belts. So I guess the next thing we have to do is just kind of pressure wash these, get the mouse, doo-doo, whatever other dirt is on these things, or other things that I don't want to imagine. So here is the before. I'm just OCD. But anyway, here's the before. Let's pressure wash them and see if this green stuff is what scares me. But let's pressure wash them, see what happens, and I'll show you guys the after. Well guys, I got the hose for the pressure washer, and as you guys can see, it started raining, so yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Well, I've got the pressure washer all hooked up and ready to go, so I'm gonna see if I can just get it running and then probably do it real light because it's already starting to crack in these corners right here, so hopefully it doesn't just fly to a million pieces, so I'm gonna try and do it kind of light. Okay, well guys, if you can still hear me, I just finished these. So here's the before and here's the after. Surprisingly, a lot of that green stuff actually came up, a lot of that super bright stuff. There's still some like darker tinges of some kind of green and probably some, I don't know, old moldy stuff, and I don't even know what half of this stuff is, but I'm gonna try and take a brush or a rag or something. I've got a soap solution right here. Might try it with a rag, I don't know. I've also got some kind of brush, maybe it's out here. Some kind of bucket over here somewhere that had a brush in it, but maybe we took it back inside. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the brush, so I'm gonna see if I can use that on these floor mats. And actually they I feel like they're gonna clean up just enough where I can use them for now until I get some new carpet and floor mats and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. And if you guys are enjoying, just make sure to subscribe because it really helps out the mission and all that we're doing. So I appreciate each of you guys' support and everything like that. But yeah, let's get back to it. So anyway, safety first. Got my good old trusty orange gloves, and we're just gonna take a brush and a rag and hopefully get these cleaned up pretty good. I'm just gonna go like this with the brush and then see what happens. And then there's that rag. You should like try that one to see what it does. I might be able to find another brush too, just see what happens. You might not be able to tell much of a difference, but I think this brush will, I think the rag will help too, honestly. Well, we've been working on for quite a while. I kind of did half and half, but I need to spray them off because I left the soap on there. But I feel like it's definitely making a difference. You can see how white it is. But I'm gonna see if maybe I can take some bleach and see what happens. All right, guys, well, I kind of soaked them all up again. Let's fire up the pressure washer and see if we can get this good enough for now and hopefully maybe bleach it if that'll help. I don't know yet. So I've got the floor mats back inside, drying up. I'm gonna let the floor hopefully dry up some more because it's been sitting in here pretty wet and soggy for quite a while. Kind of looks like it's all black and like how water's been sitting, so hopefully let all that carpet dry out before I put them back in. But in the meantime, like I was saying, I might just try to see if I can bleach those or something, get that white back to life. But yeah, as a team, we got the inside all cleaned up, the carpet's all done. I still have to wipe down the seats and stuff like that, and also have to work on this dash and hopefully, you know, kind of bring some life back into that. Another cool thing is that this handle right here, obviously I feel like this would be red, but it's actually green, which is interesting. So I don't know if they just pulled it off of a different car or what, but it's interesting because my truck is pretty much almost the same color green, so it's kind of an ode to my 1975 Ford F100. But yeah, here's the before and here's the after of the carpet and the interior. That truck is just too obnoxious. Levi is, he's got his own truck and that thing is loud. I don't even know if there's an exhaust or anything on it. But anyway, this video has been pretty productive. Got the whole outside all cleaned up and ready to be able to be buffed and shined up. And actually, like I was saying, I actually have some wheels and stuff, so that's still a surprise, but you guys will be able to see them soon. So yeah, get ready for the next video because it's getting pretty close for a test drive and things like that. So hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.